So last couple of days have been pretty crazy with E3 now less than a week away, and a lot of devs already blowing their load early, so there's been a lot of stories coming out recently. I've been adding a ton of stories the last few days to VGN, so definitely if you want to stay up to date on what's happening as it's happening before anybody makes a YouTube video about it, be sure you're checking that out. I'll just go over real quick some of the bigger headlines that you may have missed. Horizon Zero Dawn delayed till 2017, which I told you it was likely to happen not that long ago. Persona 5 also delayed till 2017. We just had the Watch Dogs 2 reveal, which I know it's cool to hate the first Watch Dogs, but I actually really liked it. I like the concept of it. And, I mean, aside from everybody complaining about the graphics, I thought it was actually a pretty good game for the first one in the series. So I definitely liked what I saw today with that. They had a big, long, like 18-minute preview, which again is on VGN. There's been rumblings of Skyrim Remastered coming with mods to Xbox and PlayStation. Wolfenstein 2 rumors floating around. So again, all these stories and a lot more on the website, so you can check that down in the link below. But I thought I'd spend a couple of minutes talking about some of the bigger Microsoft news that's been floating around. Some of it good, some of it not so good, some of it confirmed, and some of it rumors. So let's start with the bad. Last year, Microsoft revealed that they were going to be adding DVR support for TV to Xbox One. So Microsoft has announced that they are now putting this on, quote, hold, which oftentimes is PR speak and a nice way of saying it's not coming. But they said that they're now focused more on gaming related features that's been more requested by the community. But I mean, it wasn't like this feature wasn't requested by the community, because you can go to Microsoft's own website where they've got a page set up so you can request stuff. And this one feature has had around 2,000 people who said that they wanted it. And so I don't know if it was a problem maybe getting the right license for being able to record TV shows or turn the box into a DVR. I don't know, but it doesn't seem like it would be that hard to implement, because you've already got a lot of people who have large, terabyte plus storage units attached to their Xbox for extra hard drive space. You've already got the TV that passes through the Xbox, so the signal's already there. You would think that it'd be probably pretty easy to figure this out. And I mean, I heard from a lot of people today who were pretty disappointed that Microsoft had announced this feature and now they've decided to can it, at least for now. So The Verge is reporting that Microsoft is planning on basically bringing the Xbox dashboard to the PC, which this follows other reports from a week or so ago. I believe it was Kotaku who had a report on a special project that Xbox was working on, where they were basically going to bring the Xbox user interface to the PC. And so you'd basically be turning every PC into an Xbox, according to them. And again, Microsoft has been telling us for years that they've been wanting to combine all their devices and make them work almost seamlessly. So Windows 10 is on Xbox, and so everything's already there. So it looks like they're just piecing everything together. And of course, there's a big update coming this summer for Windows 10, as well as Xbox One. And so that's another story where they've got a pretty lengthy video going over the Xbox update that's already been rolled out to some preview members, and it's coming to more in the coming weeks. And so that's going to be hitting your Xbox pretty soon. And so a lot of little changes here and there for that. Also, they did finally officially say that Cortana will be able to be used with a headset, which of course makes perfect sense. We've talked about this before. I said there's no reason why it shouldn't use a headset, so that's definitely been confirmed. But also, if you're turning every PC into an Xbox, that should also mean that you'll be able to play your Xbox games on your PC, which takes us into the next couple of rumors on the list, that Sunset Overdrive and Halo 5 are about to be announced for PC. And again, I've been saying this is how it should be for forever. You shouldn't need codes for an Xbox version and then get another code for a PC version. Just let me buy the game once. I mean, that's the whole concept behind this universal play app for Windows 10. And so you buy the game once, and then you can play it on whatever system you're sitting in front of at the time. And so for me, considering I play more on PC these days, Halo 5 would certainly be a welcome feature there. I mean, it's a win for you, it's a win for me, it's a win for consumers, period. And it's also a win for Microsoft because now they can sell a ton more copies of games that they've already put the money into building. And so they're going to also bring a lot more people into the Windows Store, so there's a lot more money there. So there's really no downside at all if you're logically looking at this from a business approach. If you're logically looking at it from a consumer approach, even if you don't have a PC now, you may get one eventually. Even though you may think you may not ever want one right now, you may eventually want one, and this feature will be nice if you ever do decide to upgrade. So unless you're a fanboy, unless you want to keep other people from enjoying good games, which makes zero sense to me, this is a good thing. Now, I know, of course, a lot of people are going to say there's no reason to own an Xbox now and I should just go buy or build a PC. Yeah, go do it. Like I've been saying that for a while. If you've got the money, if you think you're somewhat interested in it, then go build a PC. That's the thing to do. You'll definitely get your money's worth out of that compared to console, any console really. And especially with these new GPUs coming out that are like half the price, actually less than half the price of some of the top rated GPUs out there right now, and then they're going to outperform them. So you're going to get top of the line GPU power for a fraction of the price. Now is definitely the time to be looking into building a PC. But if you prefer console gaming, if that's what you enjoy doing, a person playing Halo on a PC isn't going to change your preference. You're still going to enjoy console gaming. And I mean, like I said, even though I usually do more PC gaming, every once in a while I do like to jump on my console, and so that's why I've kept it. So fingers crossed that more games are coming to PC, and I would definitely like to see Halo and Sunset Overdrive over there. There's also rumblings about Dead Rising 4 and State of Decay 2 coming to Xbox and Windows 10. And then finally, a few deals for you. Well, not finally, I got one more thing for you. But first, next week, between June 12th and the 22nd, EA Access is going to be free for Xbox Live Gold members, so you can play all the games in the vault. And I would imagine that also means that you'll get the free trials to new games that aren't even in the vault. So you can go play all the newest games that EA has released. So definitely check that out if you haven't already. I still think EA Access is one of the best features on Xbox, and it's definitely a damn good value in my opinion. Also, if you're needing to upgrade your subscription is getting ready to run out. 12-month Xbox Live cards are currently on sale for $40, so they're usually $60, so I'll leave a link down below to that. Also, you can stack those cards, so if your subscription doesn't run out for a while, you can still go ahead and buy it. Insert the code, and then Xbox will just update and tell you when your subscription is now going to end. So you can go ahead and buy 2 or 3 years if you want to. There's also been rumors that Xbox is going to reveal a new controller pretty soon, and the Xbox controller with a Windows cable just also went on sale, so it's $20 off. So again, I'll leave links down to that. As far as new hardware at E3, what we're going to see from Microsoft, there's still conflicting reports about what they're going to show off. We're expecting to see the Xbox Slim for sure, and it's said to have the power brick removed, or at least hiding it, I guess, inside the box, so it's not that big, bulky brick that's laying outside your console. If that bothers you, it's never really bothered me. Like, it sits behind my TV, so I don't look at it, but I guess some people have a problem with it. Also, the new Slim is expected to be 40% smaller than the current Xbox. And then, of course, there's been talk about these Xbox streaming devices that we talked about a few weeks ago. But the big question is, will we see the Xbox Scorpio, the rumored upgraded Xbox that's supposed to be a lot more powerful than the current one? Some are saying we will, some are saying that we won't. I would imagine that if Sony reveals the PlayStation 4 Neo, then Microsoft at the very least will mention that it has a new system on the way, but not sure if we'd actually get, eyes on that particular system, what it looks like and everything else this far in advance, because the rumored reveal date or release date is in spring of 2017. At least that's what a lot of reports are pointing to. So I'm not sure if we'll see the Scorpio, but I wouldn't be surprised if we at least hear word of it. The good news is we don't have much longer to wait before we find out, just a few more short days. Stay tuned right here to VGM for the latest headlines. Post your thoughts on these stories down below. And as always, links to the stories that I just talked about are going to be down below, so you can click on those, read more about them. And also those sales that I told you about, if you want to go get an Xbox Live subscription for $40 or a controller for $20 off, those will also be down below. That does it for me, The Red Dragon. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah.